Get ready to meet 6 geniuses whose game-changing inventions fell victim to the cutthroat world of innovation. These trailblazers dared to disrupt industries, but their bold moves came at a shocking cost, their lives. We're about to dive into some mind-blowing stories that'll make you wonder what could have been if only they'd made it to market. Let's start with Tom Ogle, an ambitious 20-something from El Paso who cooked up an astonishing fuel efficiency system back in the 80s. This revolutionary idea didn't just stop at being efficient. Its sleek design was a masterclass in simplicity that could have shaken up the automotive world. Let's break down Tom Ogle's genius invention, a vaporized fuel system that could push a car over 200 miles on just 2 gallons of gas. This was no small feat, especially considering America was in the midst of a severe fuel shortage back then, with prices skyrocketing to crazy highs. Now, most cars work by using a carburetor and fuel pump, which mix liquid gasoline with air before sending it into the engine's combustion chambers for power. But Ogle had a different plan. He replaced that whole system with a sleek black box filter, and instead of liquid, he injected vaporized gasoline directly into those combustion chambers. It was an ingeniously simple idea that could have changed everything. But here's where things get even more puzzling. Ogle's game-changing invention was so straightforward, yet it took scientists by storm. In 1977, Tom decided to put his vaporized fuel system to the test on a 1974 Galaxy with a powerful V8 engine and a 3-gallon tank. He used a multiple vapor system and drove an amazing 100 miles, all while sipping just 2 gallons of gas. Now, imagine this kind of efficiency in a sleeker, lighter car. It was like the possibilities were endless. But despite this incredible success, what happened to Ogle's invention after that? But here's what went terribly wrong. Tom Ogle never got a chance to share his life-changing invention with the world. Sadly, he met an untimely demise at just 24 years old due to an alcohol and drug overdose. Before his tragic passing, Ogle had patented his design, secured funding for production, and even received an astonishing offer of $125 million for the patent rights. But what's truly remarkable is that he was determined to make this technology accessible to everyone, so they could all benefit from higher mileage and lower fuel costs. Unfortunately, none of these incredible achievements mattered once Ogle was gone. You won't believe what happened next. Ogle's friends and business partners were left stunned by his sudden passing, and they refused to accept that it was a tragic accident or even suicide. They just couldn't fathom Tom Ogle deliberately taking 20 Darwin pills and consuming excessive alcohol at the same time. It seemed more like he was silenced and his incredible invention simply vanished into thin air. Now, let's switch gears. There's another trailblazing inventor you need to know about, Dr. Wilhelm Reich. In the realm of medical science, this genius has caused just as much controversy as any other groundbreaking minds throughout history. Just like Nikola Tesla, who was way ahead of his time with his revolutionary ideas, Dr. Reich left us with some truly mind-blowing discoveries that still spark intense debate today. Get ready for a jaw-dropping tale of 2 visionaries who dared to challenge the status quo. Just like Nikola Tesla, whose revolutionary concept of free energy was stifled by powerful forces, Dr. Wilhelm Reich faced a similar fate with his groundbreaking cancer cure. In the 1920s, this medical genius invented an extraordinary device that harnessed low-energy radio frequency electromagnetic fields, essentially a technology way ahead of its time. Reich's work was based on a profound understanding. Diseases emit unique electromagnetic signatures, and by identifying these frequencies, you can target their root cause. With his cutting-edge microscope and resonant frequency machine, Dr. Reich claimed to have successfully eliminated cancer cells without harming the surrounding healthy tissue. But, as with many trailblazers, his pioneering work was met with resistance from those who wanted to keep things just the way they were, a story that's both inspiring and infuriating. But here's where things take a dramatic turn. Despite Reich's remarkable results from testing his revolutionary machine, the medical establishment wasn't about to let him disrupt the status quo. The American Medical Association stepped in, condemning his experiments as unproven, while the American Cancer Society published a study that seemingly debunked his claims. But with a twist, they only tested one aspect of Reich's device, conveniently overlooking its true potential. As a result, any attempts to refine or use Reich's invention were brutally shut down. Health clinics that dared to promote similar technology faced lawsuits and convictions for fraud. It was a devastating blow to Reich, who watched his life's work go up in flames literally. A fire in the 1950s destroyed his laboratory, along with all his records and machines, forcing this once promising inventor into a lonely reclusion. But Reich's story isn't an isolated case. Another innovator faced similar obstacles when pushing boundaries of human understanding. Meet Wilhelm Reich, an Austrian psychiatrist with a vision as unconventional as it was intriguing. In the 1950s, Reich unveiled his Cloudbuster, a bizarre yet captivating device that he believed could tame the skies by harnessing orgone energy, a mystical cosmic force thought to hold clouds together, almost like China's legendary chai. This enigmatic energy remains uncharted territory for mainstream science, leaving many to wonder if it's more myth than magic. Reich was undeterred, and with his Cloudbuster, he dared to dream that he could summon rain or banish it at will, leaving us to ponder the what-ifs of this mind-bending invention. The spotlight's on Wilhelm Reich now. His wild and wacky Cloudbuster, straight out of a sci-fi flick, made waves in the 50s, literally. This zany device featured hollow tubes pointing to the sky and earthed by a water connection, giving it an otherworldly vibe. Word of its alleged success spread like wildfire, and before he knew it, Reich was mobbed by fans and farmers alike. In 1953, desperate blueberry growers in Maine offered him a fat paycheck if he could quench their drought-stricken fields. With the Cloudbuster at the ready, Reich gave it a whirl for just over an hour and voiled. The skies opened up, saving the day and the crops. But as with any daring tale of innovation, skeptics remained unconvinced, dismissing it all as mere coincidence. The mystery surrounding Wilhelm Reich's Cloudbuster is still shrouded in debate. Did his invention really bring on the rain, or was it just a lucky break? Reich himself believed in the power of orgone energy, a concept that linked human libido with a universal force present everywhere, from living matter to radiation. According to him, the Cloudbuster tapped into this energy, bending the skies to its will and even potentially curing diseases like cancer. Now, his ideas may have been out there, but his results were undeniable until they weren't. The FDA came knocking, teaming up with the courts to banish Reich's work on orgone energy to the dustbin of history, destroying his publications and equipment in a move that left many questioning what really happened behind the scenes. From one trailblazer's tale to another, let's dive into the story of Wilhelm Abacovsky, an engineer who dared to defy convention with his groundbreaking invention, the Aerrow Wagon. Back in 1917, this Russian genius merged airplane power with railcar speed, creating a revolutionary high-speed train that left everyone talking. Picture this: imagine a horse-drawn carriage, but swap out the horses for a massive twin-blade propeller attached to an aircraft engine. That's Abacovsky's Aerrow Wagon. While his invention was truly ahead of its time, it met a mysterious end, disappearing from history without so much as a whisper. But here's what's even more astonishing: its disappearance wasn't just due to lack of interest or funding. The forces behind it were far more powerful. Let's get into the story behind the Aerrow Wagon's tragic yet fascinating history. This remarkable rail car, born out of necessity during the Soviet era, aimed to revolutionize travel between Moscow and Tula by increasing speed and efficiency. Wilhelm Abacovsky's brainchild could hit an incredible 140 kilometers per hour. That's nearly as fast as some modern trains. However, in his enthusiasm to break barriers, Abacovsky may have overlooked a crucial detail: safety at high speeds. On July 24, 1921, disaster struck when the Aerrow Wagon derailed while speeding towards Moscow, claiming 7 lives and marking a devastating end to the engineer's pioneering dreams, including his own life, as he was on board that fateful day. We've delved into the inspiring yet heartbreaking tale of Wilhelm Abacovsky, a visionary inventor who dared to push boundaries between aviation and rail technology. The Aerrow Wagon, his groundbreaking creation, was an awe-inspiring blend of form and function, boasting an aerodynamic design and innovative propulsion inspired by flight. If only it could have succeeded in its mission to decrease the railway industry's reliance on fossil fuels, steam locomotives might have become a thing of the past. Despite its tragic demise, we honor Abacovsky's legacy as a true pioneer who left us questioning what could have been. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this story captivating.